And now, from your local election headquarters, the only locally produced political talk show discussing the issues that matter to you. This is Big Country Politics on KTAB.
Thanks so much for being here for Big Country Politics. I'm Travis Reese in for Victor Sotelo. We start with what's making political headlines across the nation, state, and the big country. And topping our news this week, that tornado that hit Abilene last Saturday morning. An EF2 tornado went through the south central part of Abilene. No major injuries were reported, but it has people remembering past storms. Here's reporter Mercedes Hernandez.
May 9th in 2015 is a day that, as far as tornado history in the big country, will unfortunately always be remembered.
Because that's the most recent time that a tornado claimed a life here in the big country.
An EF3, a massive tornado, went through and basically had a straight line south of Cisco headed straight towards Lake Leon.
But it certainly wasn't the first.
In 1949, at the very far north end of Grape Street, a twister set down, actually destroyed some businesses and a home, and even killed Ruby Lee Person, who was a 37-year-old teacher at Fair Park Elementary.
And while these storms are not always deadly, they can be life-altering. And the struggles they caused are passed down through stories.
Mr. Proctor told me the first year that he went into business that he had actually built the shop on the corner of South 14th and Butternut, and that a storm or tornado did blow the building down and take it away.
Reset and rebuild. It's a cycle that repeats regardless of the year.
The year was 1947. He rebuilt at the 1325 Butternut location that we're still at today.
Also a part of that cycle, recovering and coming back stronger than ever.
I'm proud to still be here and still be expanding and still be growing.
And something else that keeps coming up in the big country's history, a community coming together.
It's a rare event to have a tornado, but it is a common trait that Abilene would step in and help, just as they did this past week.
In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Mercedes Hernandez, KTAB News.
And just in case you're wondering, the windiest day ever recorded in Abilene was back in 1951 when 120-mile-an-hour winds came through the city. And continuing our coverage right now, it's hard to prepare for a severe weather event like Saturday morning's tornadoes, especially when it happens so quickly. KTAB's Claire Kreitz spoke to several folks in Abilene whose property was hit to see how they made it through the storm.
When I heard the alarm on my phone say tornado warning, and that's when my window came crashing in through my bedroom.
Happening in the blink of an eye.
Come get the kids, come get the kids. And we got the kids, and we were in the bathroom taking shelter.
Saturday morning's tornado catching many residents by surprise.
Well, I didn't think I was going to get hit by a tornado. I've never heard of a tornado hitting Abilene.
We didn't even have time to react. I told them to go get the baby, and then automatically the trees fell over, hit the transformer, and it just like popped in this big bright light, and then it was gone.
With preparation out the window, instinct takes over.
Get the kids, get the animals, get in the bathroom. It happened so fast that I didn't think twice about it.
While there's no way to expect the unexpected, there is something else to think about.
Prepared wise, I was like, okay, I need to get canned foods, I need to get water for the aftermath, because there was a lot of people that didn't have electricity.
Having resources available for life after the storm.
I need water and I need a grill just in case of anything. I even filled up the tub Monday morning because I was really thinking we were going to get hit again, and I was like, I want water, I want to be able to have water. So I just stacked up on waters. That was the only thing, water and a grill.
Making sure they're ready the next time severe weather hits. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Claire Kreitz, KTAB News.
All right, now moving to our state legislator. Lawmakers in the Texas House gave initial approval to a bill that would help ensure and enhance safety measures statewide. KTAB Austin Bureau correspondent Steffi Lee updates us on the latest additions to the bill and what needs to happen next.
This legislation is inspired by the students, the faculty, and the staff at Santa Fe High School.
Since the Santa Fe school shooting, lawmakers have pledged to do more to keep Texas kids safe. Senate Bill 11 is the primary bill to address safety and mental health in schools.
It requires each district to form a school safety and security team with representation from local law enforcement, the Office of Emergency Management, parents, school police, the school board, superintendent, and classroom teachers.
It also requires each school district to adopt a policy on helping kids cope with grief and trauma. Several additions to the bill by some House lawmakers had a theme: suicide prevention, and possibly a way to fund some of those efforts.
And this amendment says that programs aimed at suicide prevention and intervention and postvention would qualify for funding through the safety allotment.
Another area of this bill also emphasizes teaching kids about healthy relationships.
If we know that when kids have healthy relationships, they ask for help, they have the resources, and they have the support system around them.
With these changes on the House floor Tuesday, it will need to be reconsidered by the Texas Senate.
And another amendment added to that bill requires suicide prevention training for existing school district and open enrollment charter school educators at least once every 5 years. And Texas legislators in Austin have also passed a bill that would expand categories of actions considered as a sexual assault in the Texas House of Reps. They passed this earlier last week in a unanimous vote. It was approved by the Texas Senate back in March. Here's KTAB Austin Bureau correspondent Wes Rappaport.
All voted. With the swing of the gavel, lawmakers gave final approval on a bill to define indecent assault and make it an arrestable offense. Suspects could face jail time and fines.
If you are sexually groping someone, you're going to be arrested for it now. And the days of that being a traffic ticket are over.
State Representative Joe Moody spearheaded the bill in the House. He first filed it last session.
We take this seriously. This is not conduct that is okay.
Central to this change, the Lubbock case of Holly Jeffcoat, an 18-year-old high schooler in Idalou. Jeffcoat, who had special needs, revealed to school officials she was sexually abused by her stepfather. But under current law, James Holland wasn't prosecuted until he killed her in 2016. Jeffcoat's family worked with lawmakers on the language of the bill.
I know we're going to get it passed. I know we are, and we're all going to walk out of the Capitol. I'd love to see a whole community standing out there cheering her on.
Lubbock Republican Charles Perry led the Senate effort on this. He says expanding the definition of sexual assault would clear up confusion and open the door for consequences.
We had prosecutors, saying we don't have a clear statute on this issue.
And that law, I hope to heck it really does something to people. It's got to. It's got to wake somebody up.
And that bill headed to Governor Greg Abbott's desk, who will either sign it into law or veto it. All right, next, the Texas State Senate, unanimously approved a bill to expand the state's medical cannabis program. Right now, only patients with intractable epilepsy can access low THC, medical cannabis. The bill adds more conditions that would qualify, including autism, seizure disorders, and multiple sclerosis. Patients with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Huntington's disease could also access the treatment. Some groups hope other conditions can be added in the future legislative sessions.
It's been really difficult to watch other patients struggle who could benefit from medicinal cannabis and know that we have to consider ourselves as lucky because we just happen to have the right diagnoses. There's so many other patients that deserve to have the same compassion that our kids have.
Well, it's about compassion. This is success for those patients that we think at this point medical cannabis, CBD oil will help.
And under this bill, the Texas Department of Public Safety still regulates and oversees the program. All right, still to come here on Big Country Politics, we'll talk about Abilene's response to last week's tornado. We're back in 2 minutes.